Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's called Queen of Hearts Readings. I'll be reading for the sign of Gemini from August 15 through to August 31. And the first part of the reading will be for the masculine energy and the second is for the feminine energy. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Some of this will not apply to everybody, so take the parts that resonate with you. And like, subscribe, and share my channel. And I'll leave all my links in the description box. But I'm gonna start with the channeled message, and then I'll go into the description of all these cards. So to get an insight of what might happen in the next fortnight. So, alright. So, okay, the energy I'm getting with Geminis is you've been holding on to, I feel like this is for the masculine part. I feel like you guys have been holding on to something, like something that you've been wanting to say for a long time and something that you guys feel like you can't express. I feel like some of you guys might be dealing with a Virgo and Earth energy. More Virgo, or it could be Capricorn and Taurus as well. I'm also feeling there's an air sign around, so you guys are Gemini, but I feel like there could be an Aquarius or a Libra energy around you guys, around some of you. So, but I feel like there's something you know about somebody that you haven't been able to say for a long time, and it's blocking some of your throat chakra. That's the energy I'm getting. Okay. I also feel this, some of you guys have just realized that there's nothing you can do about this situation, and I know it's causing you inner conflict, but I feel like there's nothing you can do about it. So you're at the energy where you have let it go, and it's sort of, I feel like it has, I guess it's hurt, I don't know if it's hurt you, but I feel like this thing that hasn't been said, that hasn't been expressed, has been holding you back for a long time, and it's some sort of a secret that you aren't able to express. It could be a family member or a friend or someone else around your circle that this has to do with. And I also feel that, okay, if you guys are not in a relationship, I feel like there will be someone coming in. I don't have a time for that, but I feel like there will be someone coming in. And it's one of a karmic soulmate energy that it's there to bring stuff up from the surface. And the full moon and everything has just been bringing up a lot of stuff from the past, from childhood. I also feel there might be a childhood issue, something to do with, I'm getting the age of 4. Maybe something happened to you guys at the age of 4 to do with a female figure. I'm also getting, okay, this isn't going to apply to everyone, obviously, but I feel like there's a female figure around that could have passed, and I feel this incident that happened at 4 years old has something to do with this mother energy that has passed away. Or it could just be that maybe she's still here on Earth, on this plane, but I feel it's got to do with a mother energy that has come up to the surface around this time to be dealt with. So, I'm gonna read the description of the cards. So, the first card we have is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is to do with conflict. So this is like in a conflict, and I feel like you want to say something, but it's going to cause conflict. And I feel like in a way you want to say it to protect someone else, but you know it's not going to be a good idea if you say something, or maybe it's not the right time. So I'm also getting the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is to clarify the Seven of Swords. So the Queen of Wands could be an earth sign of Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And I do feel this person, it could be, I don't know what sign it is, but I feel this one person who's, I guess, that kind of superior. I'm getting, for some of you, it could be your age, around 19 or in their 20s. It's a younger female. But I feel there's a conflict with this person if they're in your life. And this card, choices. So you're at a decision where you need to make a choice whether to say something or not say something. And if it's not doing you any good holding it in, then maybe that's what you've got to make, but it might not benefit you saying something either. So it's kind of a catch-22. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't sort of energy. The next card is I have the Death in reverse. So death, obviously, it doesn't always mean death, but when it's in reversed, it means that you're reluctant to change something. And I do feel that if there's a Virgo or someone of a female in your life, or it could be this other person, I feel like I'm getting a strong victim mentality. Like, they blame everyone else around them for their own problems, and that's where you're reluctant to change. So I actually feel with this person, that's either you feeling that way, or it could be that other person in your life that just doesn't want to help themselves. And so I've got the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. So the Ace of Swords, with this, I feel like if you decide to let this go, then this will be new beginnings. And I also feel with the Two of Cups, there could be someone new in your life, like a friendship or someone that has a soul bond that's coming into your life. And there will be a mutual thing. They'll be there to teach you something. So I guess people come through our lives all the time. But free from judgment, free to love. So with this card, it means, okay, the energy I'm getting here is that there's someone in your life at the moment, and I feel for some of you it could be a family member or a colleague or something, but I feel there's a lot of jealousy and a lot of envy where it's green. That person is green with envy, and you need to realize with this Death in reverse, you need to realize that it's on them and it's not on you. And these emotions are causing a conflict with your work life, with your whole life. It's just a conflict all around, and you're in your head about it. So realize that it's on this person and they're bringing these feelings on themselves. So alright, the next card is the Ace of Cups. So if there's someone else, I do feel like there's someone else who will be coming in. I don't know why I'm getting the letter M, but with the Ace of Cups, I feel for some of you guys, you've now decided on the pathway of self-love, and you've decided that you need to stick with boundaries, and you've put up firm boundaries. And you know, this jealous person who's around you might not like it, but I've also got the card, you're stronger than you think. So the Queen of Swords here could be an air sign. Yeah, and even if you have this mentality of just being able to absolutely cut through all the bullshit and ignore it and not put up with it, and that's where I think your energy is at the moment, that you've decided to honor yourself and not buy into the bullshit anymore. So this card, you're stronger than than you think, and it's been a long time coming for you guys to realize your strength and to be able to use it. The Hierophant in reversed. Okay, this usually means that if you have a solution that you don't know how to deal with, it's asking you to think outside the box. So I feel some of you guys might be thinking about a creative project that you've been working on, and I feel like you're starting to think of new solutions in your life to move forward and new ideas, and it could just be a project you're working on. I feel like it could be a craft. I don't know if it's woodwork or a craft thing, but I feel like maybe you guys are going through a spiritual thing, and I feel like some of you guys might have been thinking of working with your hands, like in Reiki, or doing something with your hands and building, or you've been thinking about that. So obviously this won't apply to everyone, but Three of Cups is a celebration card, but it also could mean that you're out socializing way too much. But I feel like you've moved past that chapter of putting up with people's stuff, and you're now celebrating, because this is in reverse. It says beyond the threshold of fear. So I feel like you've released a lot of emotional baggage and a lot of stuff, and you're at the point where you've surrendered. And I also, so that Three of Cups, that I'm getting prosperity energy around this as well. And I feel like in the next month or so, the last few months have been really, really stressful for you guys, but I feel like towards the end of the year, everything's going to start lifting up, and things are going to be a lot happier, and the energies are they're starting to settle down, if that makes sense. Okay. So the next part, I've got the Devil card in reverse. That's for the feminines. And the Devil card, when that's in reverse, it means that you're breaking away from an old habit, or it could just mean that you're still tied down to an old habit and you don't know how to get rid of it. And it could be old beliefs. But then I've got the Eight of Wands card, which means things are starting to move quickly, but I feel like with this third party in energy involved, I feel like you're going to hear news about something that you've been holding back for a long time. I feel like you'll get good news by the end of this month, and you'll hear something more, like more information about something, so it's good news. And you'll start fitting the puzzle pieces together. So the card I've got to clarify that is the Fire and Ice in reverse. So to me, that's like the Devil energy, and it's about a push and pull energy with another person that is either in your life or they're coming into your life. So for some of you, I could feel like it's a sister energy, or it's a female energy as well. So I don't know if this applies to you, but I feel there's someone who's a little toxic, and you're trying to break away from it and trying to not buy into their stuff and into their pettiness. Okay. The Temperance card in reversed with the Page of Pentacles. I do feel there's communication. So the Temperance card could also be about relationships or a situation. I actually feel it's got to do with finances. With this one, I feel it's got to do with finances, and it's something you've been thinking about for a while. That's not, the Pentacles is slow moving energy. And what I'm hearing is you need to, if you're waiting on something, you need to be really patient with it. And you're on the right path. You're just being tested, and the more you think that something's not here, then you're gonna be tested with it. I also feel some of you guys have started a new venture, and you're frustrated because you feel like something's taking a while to take off. So, again, all of this is testing your patience, and you need to realize that everything happens in divine timing, and if you receive things right away, then you won't appreciate it as much. So, the next card I have is the Magician, and that obviously says about manifesting. What I'm feeling as well is that for some of you, I feel like there's a brother energy, maybe around the age of 30, 35. It's a younger brother energy. And I feel like you haven't spoken to this person for quite a while. I feel some of you guys might be estranged with this brother energy. And I've got the 5. I actually feel like you've been trying to reach out to this person, and you've been wanting to reach out. And I've got the 5 of Wands, which means conflict, inner conflict, and you're not sure about it, and that's how you feel. So it's also, I feel like there's a situation where you're not sure about it, but you have been thinking, because the next clarifying cards I have is wedding and chemistry. So if you guys are with someone, I feel like these two things will actually come up in the near future, that you're still contemplating and you're almost at the finish line, you almost made that decision, and I feel like these two, they're gonna come up in the next, in the future at some point, and I don't know when, but okay. The next card I have is the 6 of Cups in reversed. And when that's in reversed, it means someone from your past, such as an ex or, an ex or an ex-friend or someone you haven't spoken to for a long time. And I also feel there could be childhood issues that have come up to the surface that need to be resolved. And that's where the Page of Cups comes in, that you're at the point where I feel like you've embraced some pretty heavy traumas and heavy situations, and you're starting to realize you need to fill up your own cup again. And the 2 clarifying cards I have is Passion for Purpose and Nothing is Impossible. So this is all about you on the endeavor of self-love, and you're starting to, it's like some energy has shifted, and you're starting to feel more creative and more at peace with things, and you have boundaries. So that's what